All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division where Devin Haney is going to be trapped because he is talking himself into a very bad situation because his fans and the people around him are trying to sell him the Brooklyn Bridge. And he's going to wind up, this is according to somebody that I spoke with, and I love listening to the strategy, that he is going to wind up getting walked into something he does not want. And that is going to 147 pounds and getting stuck with Jaron Ennis for his big mega fight. Instead of his big mega fight, which gets him onto the biggest of stages against Gervonta Davis. And I will explain to you the logic behind it in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're gonna do a little bit of boxing strategy. Boxing career development strategy. I think that one day I am going to write a book on that because as I watch boxing obviously from the outside in, and you meet people and you talk to people, you learn to what the entire world of boxing is about. And one of the very, very rarely touched upon topics is the development of a fighter, not just from the point of view of the forgive the phrase, X's and O's in the ring. X's and O's is obviously football and different plays that are run, but the technique in the ring, the development of the body, the development of the skill set, the development of the mentality, all of those things that come into making a great product called a fighter in the ring. But what I mean is the development of a fighter as a business entity and the opportunities that are sought out, the opportunities that are gained or lost in that fighter's career that can catapult them to significant financial success. And this is something that Leonard Ellerbe, who is the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, has been talking about throughout the week, specifically in tweets where he talks about it is not easy to develop a pay-per-view star. There is a way that you have to go about it. Now, before I get into the details of how this, and someone that I spoke to on this same topic talked about Devin Haney and the path that Devin Haney is on. And if Devin does not wisen up in a couple seconds here, the only route that he is going to have to get to the status that he wants to get to is going to be significantly more dangerous than it would be if he keeps going the route that he is. And in short terms, he said, if the young man keeps getting cute, he's going to get caught. You can do that in the beginning. You can talk your way up there, but at a certain point in time, the people that know what's going on ain't listening and they ain't going for it. And all the rah-rah cheerleaders in the world are not going to move those people when they are sitting on a pile of money and you are not. Now, before I get into the details, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the super thanks by guys like Matty Yole. Shout out to Barbara D, Jeff Miller, Mr. Powell, all you guys that have done that. Thank you. But let's get into this. So we'll start right away with Jaron Ennis and Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is at 135 pounds, and his last fight generated, according to some reports, as much as $140 million and as little as $110 million. When you count just the gross revenue from the pay-per-view sales and the ticket sales at the gate, right? 1.2 million pay-per-views, or between 1.2 and 1.5, we'll just go with the 1.2, and $23 million gate. You slapped, and by the way, it was at $80 a pop. Slap those numbers together, you get around 120 million, right? That is money. That is revenue. That is what the networks are looking for, because that money means that's what their subscribers wanted. That's what networks are in it for, to get people to watch, actual people to watch. That is what the promoters are looking for. That's what the sanctioning bodies are looking for. That's what both fighters are looking for. They are looking for people to buy the product. That is just a fact. Now, Gervonta's got that in spades, completely locked up at 135 pounds. Devin Haney does not compete in that at all. But Devin, right this second, is in line to get in the ring with him, without a doubt. Gervonta Davis said he don't mind whooping him, even though Devin Haney fans may say he may not. I'm just saying what he said. He said to Bill Haney, "What I do to your son is going to make you cry." So Gervonta Davis's fans want to see the fight. Devin says he wants the fight. The only question is, how are you going to get the fight done? Now, Leonard Ellerbe, who represents them, represents Gervonta Davis and is on Gervonta Davis's team and is an expert in the building of a pay-per-view fighter, which they did with Gervonta Davis, saying it was not easy to do it, but they did it. Is not going to go out of their way to drop their system and give Devin Haney that fight the way Devin wants it. At 140 pounds, no rehydration clause, allowing Devin Haney to come into the ring at 175 pounds, outweigh their guy by between 20 and 35 pounds. They're not going to let that happen. Why? Because there's no reason for them to let that happen. They're the money guy. So if you want to fight him, you have to go by what he is willing to do. And if what he says, my bare minimum to this is, you're going to be at 135 and you're going to have this type of weight where you're not going to be able to walk in the ring any higher than this, then Devin's got to take it. But let's assume that Devin exercises his right to not do it, but Devin actually still wants to get on that big stage that Gervonta is. That big stage defined as the $100 million fight. Again, Devin Haney's fight just generated about $5 million. And that is between the gate and the pay-per-views, according to Gervonta Davis's team. According to Gervonta Davis's team, which if they were in a negotiation with with Devin, they're not going off what Rick Glazier said. They're going to go off the receipts that are actually shown by Devin Haney. They're going to have a profit and loss sheet and say, you need to prove to me that you sold this many pay-per-views. Prove it to me. Leonard Ellerbe says he already has the number at 50. So looking at it from Gervonta's point of view, that fight generated $5 million, a $1.7 million gate, and a $2-point-something million in what is that? Will be $3 million or so in pay-per-view, right? That is $95 million away from getting on that level that Gervonta Davis was in against Ryan Garcia. And the logic you guys are using where you say, well, that was just Ryan. Devin's bigger than Ryan. Okay, let's say Devin's bigger than Ryan. Ryan still had to give up he had to take exactly what it was that Gervonta Davis offered him. And the question is not what did Gervonta Davis offer him. It's the fact that he had to take what he was offered, whatever he was offered. Not why did he offer, he deserves what, no. The question is that they said that that's the deal that they wanted to give him. And Ryan did not argue. He took everything and he got what he got afterwards. Now he lost, but if he had won, he'd be the biggest star in boxing. Ryan just wasn't able to pull it off. Same opportunities there for Devin Haney. Now let's say Devin Haney does not take it. Where does he go? The next opportunity they will have to get anywhere near that, and it's not anywhere near it, It's just his biggest opportunity to get anywhere near it. Is Jaron Ennis at 147 pounds if Jaron Ennis unifies that title, or if those titles, or if Devin Haney even gets into the weight class and gets a vacant belt over there. Devin Haney will have to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, because that would be a case of Devin Haney proving that he was that he is actually the best fighter in the world, because that's what that fight would do for him. It wouldn't be the immediate financial success that he wants, because the fight with him is not that big. However, it is the reputational boost that he needs in order to set himself up for if maybe somebody else can be there for him like Gervonta Davis is. Maybe if Virgil Ortiz does something extraordinary in order to get himself in that position. I don't know. However, when you look at the career development as far as it goes to get into that money, and I put this on Twitter, shameless plug, follow me on Twitter. Dude, he would be crazy not to take this fight for the terms that Gervonta Davis asks. Listening to boxing fans who ain't getting any of the money, ain't taking none of the punches, did not develop Gervonta Davis to where he was, and didn't develop Devin to where he was. But at the end of the day, man, when you're negotiating, it really is about the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. And Gervonta Davis can go fight somebody else and make the same money, because Devin is not a proven pay-per-view star, and he has the same demographic that Gervonta Davis does. Devin Haney doesn't have some huge Mexican fan base. Doesn't exist for him. Somebody else does, though. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.